Hello gamers of YouTube. Today is the continuation of the new section of the series in which I take my junk that runs episodes and like last episode I took this Chevy Bel Air, which if you guys saw the last episode, you know that I replaced the wheels because between this episode and that episode, because I just wanted to just really manage to get someone to comment by pissing everybody off. So if this manages to piss you off, then congratulations, it worked. No, but on the last episode, what I did was I redid the suspension here on this car to try and make it go a little faster. Today's experiment will be a little more in depth because what we're actually going to be doing is we are going to be taking apart certain aspects of this engine right here, and we're going to see if we can make the car get to both higher speeds and get to those higher speeds faster, but while maintaining the kind of grungy, rusted, and rather worn out look of the engine. So in order to do that, in order to figure out if we've improved or not, we got to do the same thing we did with the last episode, and that is we have to test the car. Fortunately, I have a mod that allows me to do that, the straight track. This car handles much better than the Bel Air does, and it's not as fast, I don't think, but we're hopefully going to make it a bit faster. We're just going to go until we hit top speed. We're going to stop the timer, and then we're going to check what the top speed is. I don't know what this is in miles per hour, because it won't let me change it. I'm a miles per hour kind of person because I live in the United States, so I don't actually know how fast this car is really going unless I do the conversions, which I don't know how to do off the top of my head. So that was a minute and 2 seconds for 220 miles an hour, I think it was. So let's see if we can improve that. We're not actually going to take apart the engine and then replace everything. We're just going to take the innards out of the engine and then replace those. That's what we're going to be doing. So this is actually, it would be more ideal to do this on a car where I know what I'm actually doing, but I figured this is an engine that I know how to work on, and so I figured it wouldn't be too bad to do this. Let me lock my phone. Although I could save you guys some waiting time and put some of my cars away. Right, so let's get started.
Let's see. So first things first, we're going to have to take the fuel filter out.
belts are going to have to be replaced. Let's see, off, off, off. So at this point, it's take apart the engine, see what's in it, and go from there. Oh boy, that is a lot of bolts. But for the sake of lipstick on a pig, we're actually not going to cut any corners here with functional parts. So certain things will be completely redone while others will not. There is no repair in this case. Oh, I did download the last Car Mechanic Simulator game, which means I do have the 4th Mile DLC, and for that game anyways, but I haven't got the chance to fiddle around with it. The controls are pretty different. I'm not liking the way that game's set up. Which means if I had bought them in sequential order, it's possible I might not like this game as much. Or even have it for that matter. So in terms of the stuff here that's going to be replaced, we're not replacing this camshaft head, or whatever it is, which means that the bearing caps are all going to be the same too. So, actually, because I have parts from another one of these cars that I redid, we might get some better parts, but otherwise it's pretty much going to be the same parts. The spark plugs are going to be redone. I thought about doing an inline 4 engine for this episode, except that I didn't think that would be very exciting for you guys. So hopefully the excitement levels will shoot up a little bit. If not, if I don't think it's exciting enough, I'll go ahead and redo this with a V8 car instead. I have one that I purchased a few minutes ago to try and shoot this episode, and I had this one in the garage, but I didn't have the other one, so I'll check them both out later and see if I can get some better stuff, if that's necessary. Those air filters are going to be replaced. I'm going to go ahead and do the carburetors. Bolts. It's the one downside to this huge to this. Well, the engine's not miraculously huge actually, but because of its design, it's just got a lot of bolts. I thought I got that all the way out. Guess not. Okay, so next is stuff under the car. Oh, apparently I can get, oil changes done for less cost, if I use a special tool in my, garage that I didn't know until recently that I had. So these bearing caps are probably going to stay the way they are, but we're definitely getting a new crankshaft. Where is it? There it is. Oh wait, oil filter, that's going to come out. Okay, then what is this? That's the starter, okay. And the car starts, so we don't actually need to remove that. I'm still trying to think of exactly what needs to be put in and what does not. Wait a minute. We still got the crankshaft to pull off. I hate doing this part because of all the lifting and then dropping. Oh boy. What is... Oh, it's the gearbox. So the starter actually does need to come off because of the way it's located. Oh, for those of you who like to see some interesting stuff, I actually do have a pretty good idea about how to mod this game. There are no mods out for it right now except for the track support. But the game is designed in such a way that you just have to go and edit text files to get the game to run right. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so let's see. We need a crankshaft. Crankshaft by 6. Okay. We're going to go ahead and rebuild the clutch. I love how this is always in the same position every time I take it off. Okay, we don't need a new oil pan. We do, however, need a new oil filter. You know what? I'm actually going to shoot this episode twice. The next episode I'm going to do will be with the V8 car, because I think that one would be a little bit more in depth, because the V8 car has a different setup in terms of the engine. So we might actually get some more interesting stuff to happen. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as usual, I seem to have grabbed extra parts. So we need 3 new carbs. And we need 3 new filters. This car looks so stupid right now, I promise you. And we'll take a step back and look at our handiwork to see if it looks like crap or anything like that. No, I seem to have managed to grab the exact right amount of carburetors and filters. We need more camshafts. Okay, the difference between the camshafts and this is another difference between the V8 cars and the gosh, what am I trying to think of? This car is this uses the cams versus the push rods that are used in the older V8 cars that are in this game. And the push rod engines might be a little bit more in depth because there's more parts, which means you probably got to sit through me pulling out more parts and getting new parts and whatnot. So we're going to see if this actually does anything. Let's see, we do need a new alternator. Halt. let's go ahead and get all these oh, I had a spare good one. Oh well. I must have bought too many good ones last time I did a build like this. I love how, because of the way the game sorts this, it's getting progressively worse as I get back over to where that new one is. Let's see, so we need a new fuel filter. Bolts. And we will be putting new oil in it this time. Not only because of the nature of the build that we're doing, but because of the fact that I did just drain all of the oil out of it whenever I oh, hello. So we need a new timing chain. And I am going to say we need a new one. Time 13.6. Timing sprocket. We don't need a new cover for it. Water pump. I don't think we need a new one of those. Would probably be a good idea, but don't think we need one. And we need new ignition stuff. And I'm forgetting spark plugs. Okay, we're gonna get new belts. Did I seriously type belt? Belt. Need one of these. And one of these. I think that's it. Okay, then we can put the old clips back on this. Is anything missing? The oil pan. Yeah, we're not going anywhere without that, right? Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm in assembly mode. Why isn't it giving me the option to drop the oil pan on? I wonder if it's because the starter's not on? So, what other parts are missing? Oh, I know what it is. It's the bearing caps. Okay. I don't see any missing parts. Let's drop oil in this thing. Take it back out to the drag strip and see if we can get a better time. I think I got everything I'd like to get for this car, so it should be good. Where's the dipstick? Oh, there it is. That's good. So it was a minute 2 for us to get the top speed last time. And we reached a speed of 220 kilometers per hour, which I don't know what that is in miles per hour. I think that picked up a little speed. Not much though. got there in a minute 1. Did a little faster. So, minus my reaction time, call it about 2-second difference. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and do this again with the muscle car and see if I can get a better time. Because that was just utterly pathetic. We reached the same speed, but we only did it 2 seconds faster. Alright, well, I hope that video was somewhat entertaining, because, to tell you the truth, I'm pretty sure it was not one of my better videos. Sorry, guys. Well, on that note, I would say subscribe, but as I said in my last video, I understand that actually lowers the chance of you actually getting subscriptions, so I instead will say, comment to me and tell me, hello, how was your day? Because that would really uplift my spirits, knowing that someone has actually managed to look at something that I did, which is probably more than I can say for you, because, well, if you took the time out of your awesome life to come visit some miserable person like myself, congrats, because you just wasted however long this video was, minutes of your life. And even though I appreciate you having wasted them on me, there are much greater things that you could probably be doing with your life, and there are probably better places that will definitely take a Chevy Bel Air like this one, and they will actually not leave them as rust buckets like I have done here. Yeah, look at that. That's just miserable. I did receive a request from my girlfriend to restore that, so that might happen in a later episode. Something to look forward to, maybe, perhaps, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it depends on what other people say. I love working with this particular type of engine. Maybe you guys would like to see me take this to the drag strip instead. Let me know, because nobody ever comments, and then I'm left in the dark with only the number of views and whatever seems to be trending in terms of minutes watched. So again, I leave you with congrats, you wasted your life looking at my stuff. Thanks for doing so, by the way, because it makes me feel much better about myself. However, I don't know, I got nothing. See y'all later.